It happened just after sunrise. Harold's friend Tom slumped in his chair, his coffee untouched. Face drooping. Slurred speech. Confusion in his eyes. A classic sign of a mini-stroke. They didn't even call 911 until it was too late. "Hello, I'm Harold Bennett. I'm 76, and I've lived through a heart attack. But nothing prepared me for the day my best friend had a stroke right in front of me. What shocked me most? He had no stroke warning signs the night before. He felt just a little dizzy, and brushed it off. Did you know that more than 1 in 4 adults over 65 will experience some form of transient ischemic attack, TIA, or full stroke? Often, the early signs are mistaken for fatigue or aging, such as sudden numbness, slight changes in vision, or even balance problems. That's why today, I'm going to show you the top 10 vegetables that have helped me and thousands of others support our brain and vascular health, without pills, without fear. Tap like if you believe it's time to take control of your health. Comment where you're watching from. Let's build a community of seniors who choose prevention over reaction. And please, don't go anywhere. Near the end, I'll reveal the number 1 veggie that scientists now say could slash stroke risk by 30%. You don't want to miss that. Let's begin this journey, not with fear, but with the power of food and knowledge. What if I told you there's a vegetable that acts like armor for your arteries? Yes, I'm talking about kale, one of the most powerful weapons in the fight against stroke. This dark leafy green is rich in antioxidants, vitamin K, and fiber, all of which support your heart and brain health. But what makes kale truly special is its ability to protect the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels, helping to prevent atherosclerosis, the silent threat behind many elderly stroke cases. Let me take you back a few years. I met Susan at a community class on stroke recovery. Her father had suffered a mini-stroke. At first, he just experienced slurred speech and sudden numbness in his hand. Within hours, he couldn't remember where he lived. It was a terrifying transient ischemic attack, TIA, but they caught it just in time. Susan did something remarkable. She transformed their diet. Every morning, kale went into the blender with bananas and walnuts. It wasn't long before her father's energy returned, his blood pressure stabilized, and his doctor lowered his stroke risk classification. If you're watching this and thinking, "I'm too old to change," remember, Susan's father was 81. Type kale power in the comments if you've ever tried this green miracle. And if not, will you try it tomorrow? Don't go anywhere. Next up, I'll share a vegetable that doesn't just protect your heart, but actually helps reverse early stroke warning signs. It's in your fridge right now. Have you ever felt dizzy standing up too quickly? Imagine that sensation lasting for hours. That's what happened to Martha, a 74-year-old widow from Texas. At first, her doctors suspected low blood pressure, but it turned out to be early signs of a mini-stroke. Her clue? A drop in blood flow to her brain. That's where beets and beet greens came in. These root vegetables are naturally high in nitrates, which your body converts to nitric oxide, the molecule that helps dilate blood vessels, increase oxygen flow, and reduce the risk of transient ischemic attack, TIA. After adding steamed beets to her lunch 3 times a week, Martha noticed fewer dizzy spells and improved energy. More importantly, her doctor saw improved stroke prevention markers and lower LDL cholesterol, one of the biggest culprits in atherosclerosis. What I love most about beets is how versatile they are. You can roast them, blend them, juice them, or sauté the beet greens with garlic and olive oil. And the best part? They're one of the most budget-friendly superfoods. Comment "Beet Boost" if you've used beets in your meals. Or share your favorite recipe below. I'm always looking for new ideas. Next, I'll reveal a vegetable that's often overlooked but might be one of the best-kept secrets for maintaining balance and reducing confusion, 2 key stroke warning signs in the elderly. When Ellen, age 79, began mixing up her grandchildren's names and struggling to find her way home from the grocery store, her daughter feared the worst, cognitive decline or early dementia. But here's what they discovered: a deficiency in brain protective nutrients, especially folate and vitamin K, was putting her at risk. That's where spinach stepped in. This leafy green is a powerhouse packed with antioxidants, iron, and nitrates, all crucial for stroke prevention, brain health, and supporting proper blood flow. It's been shown to help reduce confusion, one of the key stroke warning signs in older adults. Ellen started having a bowl of steamed spinach with garlic and olive oil every evening. Within weeks, her mental clarity improved, and she felt more balanced and present. Her doctor noted lowered stroke risk factors, including improved HDL cholesterol and reduced blood pressure. What I love about spinach is that it's so accessible and quick to prepare. Sauté it, blend it, or toss it in soup. If you've ever underestimated spinach, type "green brain shield" in the comments. And if you haven't yet, will you give it a try tonight? Stick around because next up, we'll look at a vegetable that not only aids stroke recovery but can also enhance your body's balance and reduce dizziness. What if I told you a vegetable you probably ignored as a kid could help repair the inner lining of your arteries? Yes, broccoli. This crunchy green is more than just a side dish. It's rich in sulforaphane, a compound that helps reduce inflammation, combat oxidative stress, and support endothelial health, a key factor in stroke prevention. When Robert, 68, suffered from slurred speech and balance issues, he brushed it off. But 2 weeks later, he collapsed in his garden, an episode his doctor later confirmed was a transient ischemic attack, TIA. Recovery was slow, until they overhauled his diet. Broccoli became a staple in Robert's meals. Within 2 months, he regained strength, experienced fewer dizzy spells, and improved HDL cholesterol. His wife joked that the tree veggie saved her husband's brain. Here's a tip: steaming broccoli for just 5 minutes preserves the most nutrients. Add a drizzle of olive oil and a squeeze of lemon, it's delicious and healing. Comment "Broccoli Boost" if you've used broccoli to improve your diet, or tag someone who needs this green hero. Coming next, a green that works overnight to lower your stroke risk factors while you sleep. Have you ever overlooked a humble vegetable that could be your heart's best friend? Meet bok choy, also known as Chinese cabbage. This unassuming leafy green is rich in potassium, calcium, and vitamin K, nutrients essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure and reducing the risk of stroke. Consider the story of Mr. Lee, a 72-year-old retired teacher. He began experiencing dizziness and balance problems, classic stroke warning signs. After consulting his doctor, he was advised to incorporate more potassium-rich foods into his diet. Bok choy became a staple in his meals. Within weeks, his symptoms diminished, and his blood pressure stabilized. Bok choy is versatile and easy to prepare: stir-fry it with garlic, add it to soups, or enjoy it steamed. Its mild flavor complements various dishes, making it an excellent addition to your diet. Have you tried bok choy before? Share your favorite recipe in the comments below. Stay tuned, as next we'll explore a vibrant vegetable known for its powerful antioxidants and role in stroke prevention. He was an ex-firefighter, a strong man who once ran into burning buildings without hesitation. But now, at 74, James couldn't walk up the stairs without losing his breath. His hands trembled. His wife noticed a slight face, and his words were sometimes slurred. "I'm just tired," he'd say. But they both knew something wasn't right. At the hospital, the doctor didn't find a full stroke, but warned of a mini-stroke, a transient ischemic attack, TIA. His blood pressure was high, his LDL cholesterol was through the roof, and blood flow to the brain was compromised. The game changer? Beets. Rich in nitrates, beets naturally increase nitric oxide, improving vascular function and supporting better oxygen delivery to the brain. James added roasted beets and beet juice to his daily meals. Within weeks, he felt more alert, more stable, and his doctor noted significant improvement in circulation. Have you or someone you love experienced symptoms like slurred speech or sudden numbness? Type, beat boost, below to raise awareness. Don't go anywhere. Up next is a vegetable so powerful it may help reverse damage from high stroke risk factors. She was a painter, her hands once delicate and precise, able to bring entire worlds to life on canvas. Then one day, her fingers stiffened. Her vision blurred. She dropped her brush mid-stroke. It wasn't fatigue, it was a warning. The diagnosis? A mini-stroke, an early warning sign of stroke that could have led to something far worse. Her doctor stressed the importance of stroke prevention, especially in women over 60. One unexpected ally in her recovery: Swiss chard. This colorful leafy green is packed with magnesium, potassium, and powerful antioxidants that help stabilize blood pressure and support stroke recovery. It also contains compounds that reduce inflammation and improve blood vessel flexibility, both vital for reducing stroke risk factors. She sautéed it with garlic, tossed it in salads, and blended it into soups. Her recovery journey became her new canvas, each plate, a brushstroke toward healing. If you believe food is medicine, type "stroke shield" in the comments and share this with someone who's healing. Don't miss what's coming next: a humble green that boosts cognitive clarity and protects against vision changes linked to stroke symptoms in the elderly. She couldn't remember where she put her glasses. Then she forgot her neighbor's name. One morning, while brushing her hair, her left hand froze midair. "It's just age," her daughter said. But was it? Cognitive decline often begins subtly: confusion, memory loss, even vision changes. All can be early stroke warning signs. And what you eat now can tip the scales toward protection or progression. Let me introduce you to a peppery little leaf with powerful potential: arugula. Arugula is rich in nitrates, which boost nitric oxide, improving blood flow to the brain and eyes. It also contains antioxidants and vitamin K, which support cognitive function and protect against stroke and vision loss, two common issues in the elderly stroke population. When used fresh in salads or added atop soups, arugula offers more than just flavor; it becomes your natural ally in keeping the mind sharp. If you want to protect your brain, type "clear mind" below and tag someone who should eat more greens. And we're not done yet. Next, we'll reveal a surprising vegetable that supports not only the heart, but also helps prevent slurred speech and balance problems caused by poor vascular health. He wanted to say, "I love you." But instead, what came out was slurred. Garbled. Confused. He saw the panic in his daughter's eyes as she grabbed the phone. This moment changed everything. Slurred speech, dizziness, and confusion, these aren't just aging signs. They're stroke warning signs. And sometimes, you only get one chance to act. But here's the twist: there are everyday choices that strengthen your defenses, even as you age. One of the most powerful: beets. Beets are nature's circulatory boosters. Rich in nitrates, they help produce nitric oxide, enhancing blood flow to the brain and reducing the risk of transient ischemic attack, TIA, and full strokes. This supports clearer speech, better balance, and sharper thinking. Beets also aid in lowering blood pressure, a key stroke risk factor, and they contain betaine, a compound with powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Roasted, juiced, or in salad, beets are more than food. They are vascular protectors. If someone you love has had a mini-stroke, type "beet strong" in the comments and share their story. You never know who it might save. And stay until the very end. We'll reveal the one food combination that supercharges all these vegetable stroke-fighting powers. Why are you still here? Not because of me. But because deep down, you know health isn't something to chase when it's too late. It's something to protect now. Before the stroke, there are warning signs. Before the slurred speech. Before the fear in your children's eyes. That's your why. So, who is this for? This is for the 60-year-old who still walks like he's 40. For the grandmother who wants to remember every birthday. For the family caregiver desperate for answers. For anyone who's tired of confusing advice and just wants truth, clarity, and real stroke prevention. That's who. But how? You've just seen how kale, beets, spinach, arugula, broccoli, and more can protect your vascular health and brain. You've heard how daily habits and food choices beat pills. Now imagine if you had a community of thousands of others just like you, applying this every day. That's how. We built that place. It's called Senior Healthy Circle. Our private community of lifelong learners, caregivers, and everyday heroes. Inside, you'll get exclusive videos, meal plans, recovery guides, and stroke rehabilitation insights from real doctors and survivors. Because it's not enough to learn. You need a system. A tribe. A roadmap. Join us via the link below. In the comments, tell me this: why are you here? What are you most afraid of losing? If this touched you, like, share, and subscribe. Your second chance starts now.